Welcome. My name is Mike. I'm a fantasy illustrator, and today I'm drawing a D&D commission character named Identify. This is a really fun character concept from my client. It's what happens when an arch wizard tweaks the Identify spell and gives it a little bit of intelligence of its own. And over time, the spell developed consciousness and a personality. I'm showing you this first chunk. About the first 8 minutes of this video are in real time, and it's not the prettiest start to a drawing of mine, but I think it's good to show any learning aspiring artists just how rough a drawing can start. And usually I like to show the rendering stages in YouTube videos. It's a much more glamorous stage. Everything looks good, but here you can see me thinking in real time. I'm struggling to visualize the pose and the costume and the composition all at once, so I just started putting down lines and shapes and correcting as I go. There are really fantastic artists out there who can visualize much better than I can. And it's really impressive to watch them work, especially in a time-lapse video. But me, my style, my technique is to just draw it wrong, and then you can see that it's wrong, and then you just start fixing. Those are the basic stages of my art creation process. Draw it wrong, notice that it's wrong, try to fix it, repeat. So this is basically a wizard warlock, humanoid shape, but he's not human, obviously. And his body is made up of many tiny runes. He's got this ethereal, translucent quality to him that I'm not going to get to in this rough stage, but I will have to start thinking about how to render that. His clothing his robes are basically just piles and piles of rags. I don't know, I think this character is self-conscious and he's trying to bulk up. He's a very thin, gangly kind of body shape. And makes it kind of easy to draw, but at the same time, I lose all the, I don't know what you call them, the markers for the anatomy, right? I don't exactly know where his knees are, or his hips are. It's all lost under that pile of rags, which is both a blessing and a curse, because I can hide any anatomy mistakes, but also it's hard to see when I draw something really off or out of place. So I basically just start refining and moving things around, changing the scale of things until it looks good enough for now. Trying to think a little bit where his shoulders are, what, if one shoulder is dipping more than the other. Just how long are those arms and hands? It's not pretty. I'm not concerned about the line quality or making it look good for a YouTube video. I'm really just trying to figure out where things are and what the pose should be. This wizard is going to be accompanied by 2 companions. I guess one would be... I have to check the description again, but right now I'm drawing his companion, possibly his wife, Faye, who is, like him, the living embodiment of the Summon Faye spell. I think it's a very fun character idea, and you could imagine extending this idea to all types of spells and making crazy characters out of them. My intention is to hide her, most of her, behind him. She's a secondary character. They will also be accompanied by a little bird, which is the living embodiment of the Find Familiar spell. I'm sure I'll scribble that in a second. Still trying to come up with a natural pose for his right arm. It takes me a couple tries, but it's alright. It doesn't take long to scribble in such a rough, terrible looking arm. I can do it many times until I'm happy with the placement and the pose. And that's about all I need to start refining. In a second, the video will switch to time-lapse mode. It'll be sped up 15 times just to shorten the length of this YouTube video. And here we go. As I always do, I just drop the opacity and make a new layer on top and start dialing in the drawing a little bit. I'll do this a couple of times until I'm happy with everything. And this stage, well, even though it's sped up, it goes faster and faster because I'm confident that everything is in a reasonably correct place. I'm happy with the composition, happy with the poses. Now I just have to add a little bit of refinement. Well, I shouldn't say it goes faster and faster. Obviously, the rendering stage is a brutal, time-consuming process for me. I guess for the initial rough sketch, I'm thinking big. I'm thinking, what's the major shape? What's the composition? And then for this refinement pass, I think a little bit smaller, like what's the approximate shape of the rags, the feet, hands. And then, when I clean this up more, I'll zoom in mentally a little bit more and start thinking about, fingers, textures, whatever. Just losing my train of thought here a little bit. Sorry. Doing this in one edit. I'm not gonna cut this out. One take. That's all you get. Here I blocked in the shape just so I could draw her on a separate layer. I may need to draw through, as they say, like draw the parts that will be hidden just so I know where they are. And so I can, place her just the way I like, yeah. Haven't put much thought into her character yet. Probably just cover her in leaves and some kind of nature design. Oh, and this guy's transmuting into a squirrel, so he's half squirrel, half bird. It's kind of funny. And that's all it took. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. And see you in the next one.